You're watching Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Nolan Rollins. He is the new president and CEO of the Los Angeles Urban League. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much.
We're very happy for you. You come to an organization with just an illustrious past, both in Los Angeles and nationally. Tell us a bit about the organization, the Urban League.
Sure. You know, it was an organization that was frankly created at a time where there were a lot of people coming from the agrarian or the rural areas and coming to more industrialized areas.
About 100 years ago.
About 100 years ago. So the question was, how do you actually transition people from one place to the other? So the Urban League was created to do just that. It was really focusing in on helping people to socialize, helping the people be prepared for job opportunities, helping them to understand what the new market was going to look like.
And Los Angeles became one of the earliest affiliates. I understand it's about 90 years
90
old
plus, yes,
in this area. And it's interesting, Los Angeles, look, all of America has had its problems with race relations, but Los Angeles wasn't really the hottest bed of racial tension 90 years ago, but still, I mean, there were issues, no doubt about it.
Sure, absolutely. And I think that you're right, it wasn't the hotbed, but I think because of the way that the city and the state was created with people coming here for opportunity, and when they got here, really trying to figure out what that opportunity looked like. So I think you wound up seeing those challenges a little later than you saw them in other places on the East Coast.
And let's talk about that, because we've had two incidents over in the last century that were just devastating. The 1965 Watts riots, the 1992 Rodney King riots, and the Urban League was there. I mean, I remember the 92 riots, and I remember John Mack, former CEO, being right there.
Right. I mean, you know, in those times, you really need those voices of reason, those voices that can actually say to any segment of the community, yes, we have a problem, but here's the solution, and the solution is only going to be created by us. So I think an organization like the Urban League is always going to be important, because we're always going to have challenges in life. But the question is, who can have a level head, who can actually bring to bear the importance that everyone around the table actually brings to the kind of conversation and to the solution. And I think the Urban League has been that institution for many years.
From 1965 to 1992, arguably there were improvements, but clearly not enough, because 1992 it was just a cinder box that was ready to explode. From 92 to the present, though, it really seems like the progress has been quite dramatic in terms of creating that community. We've seen polls that came out in the wake of the 20th anniversary of the Rodney King riots, and all ethnicities felt as if we're more of a community now.
Yeah, you know, I think that that's both happening here and it's happening nationally.
Really?
And I think what's really happening is there have been challenges across those times, between the two times, that really provide opportunity for people to have to come together. So when people recognize excellence in one another, then they recognize the need to depend on one another.
So you're beginning your tenure here. As you look forward, what are your goals? What are your hopes, your dreams, your fears?
Right. Well, you know, my goal at the top is to really solidify opportunity for everyone who's willing to work hard and roll up their sleeves. That's the goal.
And it's interesting, because while relations feel as if they've gotten better, we're coming out of a recession that disproportionately impacted African Americans, Latino Americans, and so there are challenges ahead.
No, there really are. I mean, when you have a diminishing pie, you know, you really have to look at that pie and really think, what do we really need to do in terms of investment? Where do we really need to invest, and how do we need to prepare folks for that? But how do we do it in a very smart way, where we're not being divisive, where we aren't saying that this group should get it over that group, where we're saying, how do we make Los Angeles stronger?
Because it is a challenging time with different ethnicities, increasing populations, decreasing populations. So how do you feel?
You know, I feel great. I mean, this is a wonderful opportunity. I mean, for someone in the generation that I'm in, to be able to be the lead at the Urban League in Los Angeles, which is really a standard bearer in our movement across the nation.
His name is Nolan Rollins, new president and CEO of the Los Angeles Urban League. My name is Brad Pomerance. Thank you so much for watching Time Warner Cable's local edition.